YouTube, Dark Ricician of Team Sorcerers here, and I'm here to profile my Genesys format Rainbow Neos deck profile. Again, unaffected by the April 30th points list change. Now, in total, minus the side deck cards I chose, the deck stands at 63 points. Because in the side I have 2 copies of Nibiru, a Super Poly and Harpy's Feather Duster, which add up to 34 points. Unless I don't use a side deck, there'll be more points to work with here, but I'm not likely to do that because of any Genesys tournaments I'll enter in the future. So yeah, main deck wise we're at 63 points, and even though I didn't show this in a real life game and only showed it on Master Duel so far, I'm going to profile this deck anyway because it's long overdue. Oh, and Bertie's come to help. So, as usual, since this is based on an extra deck monster, I'll start with the extra deck. Starting, of course, with 3 copies of Rainbow Neos himself. So yeah, going for him and doing whatever with him is the whole point of the deck, really. Then Shining Neos Wingman, Brave Neos, Wake Up Your Elemental Hero, Sunrise, Flame Wingman Infernal Rage, and then for the Omnis, oops, that's not, got the order wrong here, Great Tornado, Nova Master, yes, that is an ultimate rare one, The Shining, Absolute Zero, Esker Readout, and Gaia, and only one Xyz monster, Heroic Champion Excalibur. I would have had the Utopia package in here, but I didn't have enough extra deck space, so Excalibur was the next best thing. I mean, I would use my original Ultimate Rare version, which is currently in my top 10 favourite Xyz collection, but I just don't know how likely it is that I'm going to go into Excalibur. I mean, if it's something I can summon lots, then I want to be able to show it off, but since I'm more likely to go for the fusion plays and hero plays, it's unlikely Excalibur will come out, but you just never know. Anyway, that's it for the extra deck. On with the main deck. So, for the main deck, I of course have 3 copies of Rainbow Dragon, 3 copies of Elemental Hero Neos, and then for the other Elemental Heroes I run, we have Honest Neos, Double Spirit of Neos, Double Stratos, Liquid Soldier, Solid Soldier, 2 copies of Shadow Mist, 2 copies of Vion, Crosskeeper, and 2 copies of Keeper of Dragon Magic. That's going to do it for the monsters. Now, I know that Miracle Flipper is out now, at least I'm pretty sure it's out now, but of course I don't have it yet, so still need to get a hold of it. I'm not sure how many copies of it I'm going to play though, and it doesn't seem like it has any points in Genesys, so I'll have to double check. But yeah, still need to get a hold of that, although there's no urgent need really, considering, as I said, in the match I had with this deck earlier, Miracle Flipper is banned in Ricician format. So far we've seen nothing with any points, but that's about to change as we go into the spells. So starting with Searchers, Reinforcement of the Army, like I said before, that's 33 points. And 3 copies of the Emergency Call, 1 Miracle Fusion. I know I said earlier that it should be a 3 of, in my personal opinion, but again, since the focus is bringing out Rainbow Neos, it doesn't really matter here. And yes, that is an ultimate rare one, Compliments of Marley. Then 3 copies of the best spell in the deck, 3 Neos Fusion. Then 3 copies of Polymerization, 2 copies of Super Polymerization, they're at 13 points each. For Geki, that's 4 points. And then Twin Twisters to round up the spells. And then for the traps, we have 2 copies of Favourite Contact, more ways to get out Rainbow Neos, Storming Mirror Force, just to fill space really. And again, since I can't really use Pot of Greed unless I don't use a side deck, I figured that would be the best replacement. And we're finishing off with 3 copies of Fiendish Chain. Again, it serves a double purpose in here, which is why I don't use Solemn Strike or Infinite Impermanence in here, because if Fiendish Chain still remains on the field, then it's fodder to send to the graveyard for Rainbow Neos' second effect. It targets, and I know it's not great at, when it comes to anything with targeting immunity, but yeah, I can still make use of it, regardless. And yeah, that is the Rainbow Neos deck profile. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, a comment, share, and subscribe if you haven't subbed already. Hopefully there'll be more Genesys deck profiles to come, especially on my own personal channel. And yeah, thanks for watching.